power of Jesus Christ? Do you know that He is your way? I'm not just talking about, I always say the word of God that He is the way, and every time we put something on God, we always put in this natural stuff. This stuff don't leave Him. We can't take none of these riches we try to get in the natural, this materialistic stuff. We can't take none of this stuff with us, but your soul got to go throughout eternity. You got to die right. Why not live right? And you ain't got one soul. Once this dead and gone, you can't come back and redo it over. Once history closed on you, you close the eye, they express you out here or whatever. That's the end of your life. Chapter closed. Case dismissed. How successful do you want to be? We cannot hang with you. Well, no, that I can't tell you anything. Because they're not going to walk according to the Word of God. Their lifestyle is not up to the par. It's not up to where God has it to be. That's right. So that's why He tells us in the Word of God, make a difference between holy and unholy. Make a difference between clean and unclean. I need to do something right quick. I need somebody. What you got on? You got a skirt? I need somebody to stand up in this chair. Come on, up here. Yeah, do it. Yeah. He might pull me up. You got my permission? Oh, this ain't hurt. So, I'm going to give you guys a scenario, give you an example this morning. I'm losing, I'm feeling the flow. We always thinking we can always change people. Only person that can change a person is God. And the Spirit of God. So He's up there, He's a Christian man. He's in a position when He's high. I'm a sinner. I got to say this to illustrate the fact here. What's going to be more convenient? What's going to be more easy? Him being saved, pulling me up, or me being a sinner, pulling him down? Which one is much more easy?
Going up.
Going down. It takes more work to pull me up. It takes less to pull you down. Come on down. We always feel like, well, I can get them saved. When you start sitting with them, start walking with them, you start standing with them, you can pull them up to where you are. Because they're telling you every day what they're saying. It's much more easy for you to come down here where I'm at than for me to come up there where you are. And you find yourself gripping, losing your grip, losing your hold. Why? Because you don't come down now, they pull you down from up there to down here. So it's much more easier for folks to pull you down on their level than a lot of, because some of y'all been witnessing folks for years, they ain't come up to where you told them to come. But it's much more easier, showing you by gravity, it's much more easier to pull them down and to pull you down on their level than to pull you up and for you to pull them up there to where you are. Folks rather come down because it's easier to come down. It's easier to fall. It's easier to miss the mark. It's easier to miss the step. For me to come up to because when I come up, I got to come up too. I got not to your standards, I got to come up to God's standards. And people don't want to come up to the standards of God, so it's much more easy for me to fall, to drag, and to fall down to the standards of Satan, or to fall down to the standards of other people. People that don't have a lifestyle, they're not going anywhere, not doing anything. But we want to be, we quote and we say, oh, I want to be blessed. How do you want to be blessed? I want my spirit. It's time to get our minds off all our fleshly desires. Jesus said, He said, look, He said, if you seek my kingdom, and you seek after my righteousness the way that I do things, He said, all these things we try to get, all these things will be added unto you. If you what? Seek me. See, that's why we're trying to seek the things, but we ain't seeking God. We're seeking the things. We're not seeking God. We're seeking the things. And God say, okay, when you going to begin to pray for the enlargement in your soul, your spirit? When you going to begin to pray for a prosperity in your spirit? Prosper me, Lord. And you know, God ain't got nothing with you being rich, because in the Word of God, He talks about us being rich. We're going to get on that too, but not today. He wants us to be rich. It's part of our covenant that we have with Abraham. Abraham was rich. Abraham had cattle, he had sheep, he had everything. He was a very rich man. He was not a poor man. So we're covenant. We're up under the same covenant that God made with Abraham. We walk under that same covenant. He had things. But Abraham also was a blessed by faith. He didn't walk by sight. And because he was a man that walked by faith, he became more prosperous in everything that he did. Abraham lived to be an old man. He had 3 or 4 wives, amen, before he even died. He was a blessed man. He lived a right old life. He lived he died at a very old age. He didn't die sick, crippled, and diseased. Because he recognized the covenant. And when we recognize our covenant, who we have a covenant with, who we're partners with, who we're joint heirs with, we will keep our minds not so focused upon material things, but our minds will be God. My soul needs a fixing. My soul needs to prosper in the things of God. That's why we can still be like dogs and vomit and go back out into the world or go back to the things that we are regurgitated up. Why? Because there's something wrong with our spirit. And our spirit needs to walk in the prosperity and the deliverance of God. What's the point of you being a person that's driving in a new car and you still got hell in your life and you still on your way to hell? All you doing is driving yourself to hell. Because what's going to happen? I'm not trying to put nobody in the grave, but what would happen? You can become a drunk driver. What? Makes God bust hell wide open. Why? In your new car, you wasn't worried about prospering in your spiritual walk. You were worried about prospering in your materialistic walk. You get those things. God bless you with materialistic things, and you're crying out because you can't pay the car note. You're crying out because you can't pay the house note. You're crying out because you're so consumed in bills. Something deeper than just some materialistic things. It's time for us to walk. No. We're talking about walking like some problem. No, walk as you are the prosperous people of God. He told us in the word, he said, look, the next verse. I'm skipping around. Y'all getting the point, right? Amen. He said, but his delight is where he's in the law of the Lord, the law of the word of God. And his law, he does what? Meditate day and night. Meditating upon the word of God will cause us to have a delightful life. People are not delighted in the things